On the enchanting islands of Sao Tome and Principe, a forgotten revolt ignites the pages of history. Dive into a pivotal chapter where the indomitable Amador leads a courageous stand against colonial chains, crafting a tale whispered between the winds of time and liberty. In the late 16th century, the islands of Sao Tome and Principe, a burgeoning hub for sugar plantations, drew the ambition of European colonial powers. These lush lands, however, relied heavily on enslaved Africans, toiling tirelessly under the oppressive tropical sun to produce the much-desired sweet commodity. The relentless labor and harsh conditions ignited a fierce yearning for freedom among the captives. Amidst this backdrop of exploitation, fervent whispers of rebellion began to circulate amongst the enslaved population. A charismatic and resourceful leader emerged, an enslaved African known only to history as Amador. Under his leadership, a carefully plotted insurrection plan was hatched, inspired by a deep-seated desire for autonomy and justice. On July 9, 1595, the revolt burst into reality as Amador and his followers struck against the plantation owners and colonial rulers in a courageous bid for freedom. This surprise insurrection rippled through the island, with plantations being set ablaze and overseers overpowered, leaving the colonists in utter disarray. Incredibly, in the tumultuous days that followed, the revolt captured control of the entire island of Sao Tome. The plantations were forcefully seized, and new, makeshift structures of governance and community began to form under Amador's rule. A brief, flickering sparkle of autonomy that was hard to dream, yet harder for the colonizers to ignore. However, the colonial powers, thirsting to reclaim their profitable territories, rallied with determination. Amador's defiance was met with substantial colonial reinforcements arriving from neighboring islands, straining the rebels' resources and resolve under mounting pressure. Despite the overwhelming odds, Amador's followers demonstrated remarkable resilience. They adopted guerrilla tactics, utilizing the dense and challenging terrain of the island to launch ambushes and surprise attacks against the colonial forces. The jungle became both ally and sanctuary. The revolt bore echoes of inspiration across the Atlantic. Whispers of the Santomean stand for freedom inspired enslaved communities in other colonies, breathing life into hopes for their own pursuits of liberty. Amador's story reached beyond borders, becoming a symbol of resistance against oppression. Despite his perseverance, Amador's revolution faced inevitable tides of return. Captured by the colonial forces, Amador was subject to a historic trial, where his incredible feats were both lauded and condemned. His defiance, however, became etched in the national memory as a testament to human spirit. Amador's execution did not extinguish his legacy. From tales whispers to fuller stories, his spirit persevered, contributing to the collective identity of a resilient people, reminding generations to challenge injustice, invert despair into determination, and foreign rule into personal freedom. Sao Tome and Principe's freedom, wrested from the annals of colonial determination, was not fully realized until centuries later. The islands eventually embraced independence in 1975, echoing countless endeavors of liberation that shaped its eventual path, with Amador's tale in the heart of its cultural horizon. Through their unique history, the islands continue to build on narratives woven in struggle, embracing them as stepping stones toward a cohesive national future. A nation both history-rich and future-forward advances with vigor, buoyed by stories etched in its soul. Sao Tome and Principe remains a testament to resilience in the face of adversity. Its history is an intricate tapestry woven with strife and triumph, where each thread tells its own story, providing strength to those who listen. The tale of Amador and the Santomean Revolt continues to inspire those far beyond the island's shores, serving as a rallying cry to those in resistance and a beacon of hope to those in chains. As Sao Tome and Principe move into the future, the spirit of Amador remains a vital part of its cultural conscience. Generations continue to draw strength from the indomitable will of a leader who dared to dream of freedom against overwhelming odds. Woven through its history, Amador's quest for freedom remains an emblematic illustration of Sao Tome and Principe's relentless pursuit of justice and dignity, a mission not only etched in stone, but alive in the hearts of its people.